I've got the keys to this Koenigsegg Jesko, and today I'm going to show you what it's like to drive it from a first-person point of view. At the heart of this monster is a 5-liter twin-turbocharged V8 built entirely in-house by Koenigsegg that on E85 makes 1,600 horsepower and 1,108 pound-feet of torque. Power is sent through a 9-speed, light-speed transmission, Koenigsegg's bespoke transmission that actually has 7 clutches. So you're traditionally used to a dual clutch. The advantage of that is super fast shifts, but with the 7-clutch setup, every single gear is activated and ready to go at any time. So you can actually skip gears, shifting from 5th gear down to 2nd instantaneously. It also weighs just 2/3 the amount of a traditional DCT. 0 to 60 happens in 2.5 seconds, but it's the acceleration after that that is truly mind-blowing. Because the Jesko is entirely made of carbon fiber, it weighs just 3,100 pounds, giving it a horsepower per ton of 1,032. To put that into perspective, the new ZR1X, which is kind of the king of straight line speed right now, has a horsepower per ton in the 600 range, so almost twice as much. Now, further with the weight savings, we've got these wheels that can be finished in hollow carbon fiber. So these aren't actually the carbon fiber wheels, but there's an option to save a bunch of weight where it's fully carbon fiber and the wheels themselves are actually hollow, and they only weigh 15 pounds per corner to save on that unsprung mass. Now, this is the attack version, so that gives you 3,100 pounds of downforce. We've got a massive front splitter and dive planes. In theory, because it has 3,100 pounds of downforce and it weighs 3,100 pounds, this technically could drive upside down at its top speed, which would be pretty insane. I mean, look at how ridiculous that massive rear wing is, and we have these central stabilizer fins to keep it more stable at its top speed. But the looks of this are just absolutely insane. Now, they made 125 total Jeskos. We've got an Absolute, which is the top speed version, top speed of over 310 miles an hour. And then there is the Attack, which is the more track-focused version, perfect for Monticello Motor Club racing this out on the track. How cool is this? If we double tap this button, the driver door pops up for those dihedral synchro helix actuated doors. One of the coolest things in the entire automotive industry. And then we can also click this right here, and the engine bay will raise into the sky, revealing that absolutely insane powertrain. Now we have a triplex suspension setup. So normally you'd have a suspension setup here and here, but we have this central mounted spring that actually helps reduce dive. So when all of a sudden you're accelerating, the squat is helpful to some degree in acceleration, but you don't want too much squat, and you definitely don't want too much body roll out on the track. So it basically allows for maximum comfort as well as maximum precision out on track, and is a pretty innovative solution. Now that the sun has come out, you can see the gorgeous exposed blue carbon fiber. Look how wide the sill is of the Jesko, but it is actually very easy to get in and out of. Because we have a revised tub compared to the Agera, you actually have a lot more headroom and legroom, and I've seen people up to 6'5" comfortably driving a Jesko. So let's go ahead and hop inside. You can see the birthplace of this car, Ängelholm, Sweden, with the coordinates. These gorgeous carbon fiber bucket seats with Alcantara and quilted leather. I mean, every single inch of the interior is either carbon, metal, or Alcantara. It's just a place to behold. So let's go ahead and hop in. Now that we are inside of the Jesko, as you can see, we've got this 5-inch digital instrument cluster here that actually rotates to stay level. So no matter how you turn the steering wheel, this actually stays stationary. We've got the paddles for that 9-speed, light-speed transmission that feel absolutely incredible to press. All of these beautiful buttons that are actually little milled dots and light coming through, so they don't have to use plastic. The Solus GT pulling up right there. Now to fire it up, and on we go. So as you can see, it's a little bit hard to see on the camera, but as I rotate this, you can see that the park stays 100% level on the screen, which is pretty insane. The speaker system is incredibly intricate as well. A little key holder here, and I love this. We've got a G-force meter with some of the coolest colors I've ever seen. Even the air vents are intricate. I mean, every single inch of this. I love that you can see the actuation of those dihedral synchro helix doors. We also have wireless charging pads in here with a cool little logo. Now to close the door, click this button right here, and automatically it lowers down. That is so darn cool. Not the most rear visibility, but you don't really need it in a car like this. And the cool part is, all of these Koenigsegg's have a removable roof. So you can drive it as a convertible or you can drive it as a coupe and you don't lose structural rigidity whatsoever. Now, if we go over here, we can go to controls. You can change everything in the interior from the seat controls as well as the mirrors from the screen itself. If we go over to performance, we can change the driving mode. So we're in sport mode right now. You can shift it to track, comfort, or wet and snow. The fact that they have a wet and snow mode in a Koenigsegg is so awesome. This thing is built in Sweden, so it has to handle the snow. Let's put it back into sport mode, and electronic stability is on. All right, guys, let's see what this thing is like to drive. All right, here we go, behind the wheel of the Jesko Attack at Monticello Motor Club. I'm gonna do a quick sight lap, familiarize ourselves with the track, and then I'll let you listen to this car without me talking because it deserves to be heard. A 9-speed multi-clutch transmission. Downshifts are telepathic. If the tires warmed up a bit, following behind a Pagani Utopia, man, even though it's got a big V8 with turbos, the throttle response is instantaneous. Feels very, very linear. The crazy part is they made even smaller turbos for the CC850 in order to make the response even better. Steering feel is phenomenal. I know people used to think of Koenigseggs as these straight line cars, but they are so much more than that now. It feels kind of similar to a McLaren in terms of its steering feel. The suspension ride's super nice, super firm, but not too aggressive. I mean, that's quarter throttle, and it already flies. Apparently some cars are taking this corner at full speed, which is absolutely insane. It's crazy how little of the gas pedal you need to set this thing forward. Holy moly! That is ridiculous! Yeah, wow. And that was only 111. He went 187, my God. He went 187.
He went 100 on this.
Oh my gosh. What a car. Once again, special thanks to Posh MD for making this video possible. The Jesko Attack is an absolute monster on the track. Oh, this car is is incredible. I know there's going to be complaints in the comments saying, oh, you're driving really slow, but obviously, new track, not my car, gotta take it easy. What an experience nonetheless. All right, guys, see you next video.